Okay, let's see if tonight we can have get by without any of those weird sound problems like we had last time. This read is for Lynsey. She wanted a love read, and I'm happy to announce it looks like it came out in such a way that I think you're going to like. It looks to me that in the past, it seems that things that there's that you have according to what the cards are telling me. I mean, from your message, you sounded a little uh, you know sort of I don't want to say, I hate to use a term like strung out because that just has bad connotations, but it just seems to me like a little frustrated or whatnot. But I'm looking, according to the cards, it would seem that your past has not been necessarily so bad. But when I look at at your present in this, there's definitely some conflict. There's definitely maybe some others giving kind of going at you a little bit. It seems like there might be some competition involved. It doesn't seem like a calm, pleasant place for where you're at right now. The cards have confirmed that. So perhaps and like again, I'm not trying to. I have to be honest, because if I read somebody's email and they tell me something in it, and the cards say differently, then I feel like I should try to resolve that. So it looks like in the past, according to this, you have been in a place where you've been fruitful, and you've been in. You haven't necessarily had it too bad. Now, when it comes to what you want, what you want in a relationship, it looks like you want to be rescued in a sense. And I'm not saying I'm saying that in the context of the feel I get for the read is you're a very capable person. Uh, Maybe you're one of these women, and this is a pretty solid kind of story. That sometimes women become so fulfilled in their lifestyle, they get their act so together, and that they have a lot of power. That what ends up happening is they don't have it doesn't translate into a relationship. When a man comes into a relationship, they get this assumption, well, gee, you got it all together, you're all powerful, and they don't understand that those kinds of women need to be treated, and the gender roles are even more important, because these strong, powerful women, when they're behind closed doors, they want their man to be this strong person even more. They even have more vulnerability. They just don't show it, and that's one of those little things that it seems to me. I don't know if that is necessarily the motivation in your situation, but there's definitely that element of I can be strong and I can be a fighter, but in my relationship, I want the guy to be the strong one. I want to be rescued. So I want to make it clear that when I say there's this idea that you want to be rescued, it's not in a negative way. It's a context that, and it's not like you want Prince Charming to come into the fantasy thing either. It's a little different than that. Okay, and I want to make sure I make that distinction. It's you just want someone who's strong, and you don't want to have to be the one to carry any of the load. Uh, in well, not necessarily carry any of the load. You don't want to. Well, I've probably said too much about this already, and I'm just spinning wheels and going in circles. But you definitely want the man to be this guy who takes charge. And what you need, basically, and this is, I mean, this read, I mean, I complain about the last read being so conflicting. This read is just very direct. The cards are being very solid with me. According to what the cards are telling me, that's exactly what you need. Probably more so than either you or I understand it. So as far as what you have to offer, once again, we have, it's just so incredibly congruent, is the Eight of Swords. Um, it's, okay, it's not the fantasy. All right, here's, if I were to use a fantasy element, it's not that you want this knight in shining armor to come in, but you definitely are the damsel in distress. Okay, I want to kind of make that distinction. You are definitely in this position of feeling like the damsel in distress, and you want to be rescued, but I don't want to put it upon you that you have this illusion of a knight in shining armor is going to come rescue you. As a matter of fact, I kind of get the feeling that you've given up on that. And as far as the outcome, we have the Devil reversed, which is a good indicator. It's an indicator that some of the things that are holding you back from this are going to dissipate, and you are going to be able to come through. And in the style that I've adapted this reading, I always, I've last few times I've drawn a couple more cards, and the outlook looks very good. It looks to me not only as if you're, I made the comment about the knight in shining armor. And that's not going to happen. We get more of a king type person, someone who is very mature, who's probably past a lot of the game playing kind of mentalities. And of course, the card that pairs with that is a card that is pretty much confirming this need of yours that you have to have somebody kind of come in and take charge is going to be fulfilled. And it's the Six of Coins, because we went from what kind of tipped me off to your needs in this regard was the Five of Coins. And so as the read progresses, going from the 5 to the 6 is a very, very good indicator. Now, I tried to do the intuitive thing and on this, and like I say, I'm not always comfortable with the intuitive thing, and I'm really not sure. And my last couple of reads weren't as on as I'd like to be, so I'm not real strong or confident. But what I kind of picked up was red hair, someone having red hair, somebody who's somehow involved with stock, and I don't know that he's a stockbroker or not, or if he's just invested, and cars. I don't know if he's invested in the automotive industry, or he could just be somebody who's an auto mechanic who owns stock. These things don't always come in. But what I kind of picked up on was some kind of stockbroker type thing. The red hair and automotive. So I don't know, that might mean more to you, and this is why when I do the intuitive thing, I always like there to be direct interaction. But let's do recap then. You've had this prosperity in the past according to the cards, even though you've kind of messaged to me that things are a little crazy, and I pretty much got just the feel from your message that things haven't always been very good, but the cards tell me they might be better than what you're letting on. Right now, though, things are chaotic and there's a lot of things kind of upsetting the situation. You'll want that, that damsel in distress thing. The cards have confirmed that's exactly what you need, which is, like I say, and most people, and I'm learning with these reads, most times I'm not supposed to, as a reader, I'm not supposed to make judgments, but I can discern. And this is the kind of thing that I would really hate. I really think that most people to be in that position with that mentality, rescue me, is, I don't think it's healthy. But in your situation, because this is about love and romance, it's apropos. Okay? So the cards confirm, yeah, that's fine to be that way. you're, and that is what you have to offer. So apparently, this partner that will eventually, come is going to have that kind of need as well, the need to rescue someone. So this is just all lining up so wonderfully. Uh, so your as the outcome is things blocking that are going to dissipate, and it's on its way. I can't give you a time frame. And every time I say I can't give you a time frame to anybody, a time frame pops into my head. I'll tell you what popped into my head, but once again, I'm not feeling real confident with the intuitive thing tonight, particularly. 6 months. So let me know how it works out. Let me know if anything and this was confusing to you. I can update for you, and definitely let me know 6 months from now if you run into a red-headed automotive stockbroker. Okay, so and again, I part of the reason, and I really didn't want to alienate anyone with that last post, with that last video, and that wasn't the goal. I've got my own issues with what I should be doing with this, how involved I should be, and those are mine. So please, there's no need for you to apologize. Well, good luck to you.